of little things in life that I don't know why, but I seem to miss how to understand the how-to. And some of those things that I can't understand is when you buy a big roll of black trash bags, how do you find that spot to tear them apart? I stay in there, I spend all my time trying to find the perforation in the black trash bags. Teresa can walk in there with a blindfold and just rip it right in two. Those are things that I can't understand. Or how to rip Saran Wrap off on that little metal thing that they put on that box. You can't rip it off. They say just rip it right down. You end up with a little wad of Saran Wrap in your hand every time. Teresa's like, give me some Saran Wrap. I'm trying. Give me the directions on this box. Then you try scissors, and it just wads up around the scissors. Somebody needs to invent a way to tear Saran Wrap. What about when you arrive at the four-way stop at the exact same time everybody else arrives at the four-way stop? It's the nicest people you've ever seen. Everybody's doing this. I just get right in the middle of it. And then finally, everybody's kind of doing this, trying to figure out who's going to go first. And then finally, that kind of gets things started. Just things that I don't understand. Another thing, what about a jar of honey? I hate a jar of honey. I hate any kind of way you pour honey. How do you pour honey without getting sticky on everything? And how do you stop the pour once it starts? There's no directions on that honey. I've looked. Here's one for men. How do you restring a weed eater? Especially when it's got two strings sticking out the sides of the spool. I did that, wadded them all up in there backwards, and I was proud of myself. I hit the trigger to break it off on the razor blade, and I thought, well, I'm going to get me a little more of that string, and I hit the button, and it all went inside the spool. What about that one bulb on the Christmas tree? Isn't that the silliest thing you've ever heard? You call somebody and you ask them, how do you fix the Christmas tree lights? I mean, I'm checking with everybody and they say, oh, you just got to find that one bulb that's out and then all the rest of them will come on. Endless strategy. Here's another one, the vegetable aisle. I get PTSD when I have to go to the vegetable aisle. Go to the grocery store and you get in the vegetable aisle, and they've got these little baggies, and you just tear one off. You know, they're like this tall, about that wide, these little plastic baggies. But it doesn't tell you how to open them. I stand there for 30 minutes. How do you open this thing? And I usually have to ask somebody in the grocery store, how do you open one of these vegetable baggies? Y'all are just running through here like it's nothing to it. And did you know that you can go to YouTube, and there's over 20,000 views on how to open that little baggie? So I've learned 3 ways to open that baggie. Next time I'm in the store, I'm going to the vegetable aisle. And I'm going to say, hey, everybody, for a donation to the Mount Sylvan Baptist Church Building Fund, I will show you how to open this baggie. And then there's the one last thing. How can you successfully spread peanut butter on fresh bread? Teresa, would you like a sandwich, or do you want that in a bowl or 5? You can't do it. It rips the bread off. You're trying to spread it, and the bread is traveling up behind the... I want to lay the peanut butter on the bread. Those are things that are simple, but we don't understand. Peter gets right here, and he's saying, oh my goodness, the law was a tutor. Oh my goodness. To the Jews, he's saying, you're missing, you're not understanding. And Peter is like, if you don't understand the sign from that miracle, and if you don't understand the things we're doing right now as this church age kicks off, you're going to miss the most important thing in life. You're going to miss Jesus Christ.